Hi, I'm architect Shyamala. I'm an assistant professor in Crescent School of Architecture. I have done my undergraduate in B.Arch and my post-graduation in Masters in Historic Building Conservation. Currently, I'm handling History of Architecture 4. You see, History of Architecture is usually conceived as a little bit boring subject because you have a lot of theory to study. You will be studying something that you have never been seen. But to be very frank, History of Architecture is one of the most interesting subject that anyone could actually learn in architecture. Instead of talking about what is more interesting in general, I'll just get into the subject as it is. The subject actually consists of 5 units, and it actually goes in hierarchy on how many type of architectural styles we have, starting from early Christianity and ending in the Renaissance. So when you see the time period, it starts around 380 after the Christ's birth, and it will go until 16th century, and after which the students currently who are studying second year will be promoted to the next year, when they will be learning about contemporary architecture and the modern trend and the new technology and the new material. So let me give you a very small example of how interesting this subject is. You see, we study about a tower called London Tower. To be very precise, it's called as Tower of London, which is situated in London near the Thames River. There's one tower which is actually called as, I'll tell you at the end of this video. See, that tower is very specific and it's very special and it's very much known for its mystery. When it was constructed by William the Conqueror, it was actually intended to be a palace. But then what happened is they were using it as a prison. So the architectural style, the spatial arrangement changed according to the usage, which changed after the construction. And they actually brought people inside and slaughtered them for the treason and for them being a traitor. And now, can you guess the name of the tower? It is called as Bloody Tower. And this is what our students are studying. This is what the architecture of history, the history actually enhances the student to know about what actually happened and how the architecture changed according to the situation and the necessity of the people. I mean, this is a very common question that's been asked to me and the other faculties who handle history. I mean, how is it even going to be used for the students who are studying at the moment, who actually are wanting to experiment new architectural styles and materials? Well, let me say one thing. Architecture history actually teaches the students how to use the right technique in the right way from the history, from an example, and use it in the right way according to the trend and material that has been innovated at the point. Let me give you another small example. There's one famous architect, I mean everyone knows who is studying architecture at the moment, Charles Correa. So if you take Charles Correa's one particular design, Kala Kendra, so he actually took example from history, from tradition, from vernacular about how to go with design, how to use the history of architecture's essence in the current contemporary world to bring in a new spatial development, and he came up with a very successful art exhibition building, which is a Kala Kendra today. So this is pretty much I have to say about history, and if we can actually learn a lot in the future if you are more interested. Thank you.